I had recently bought an entire BMX wheel for only $20 on Facebook Marketplace. And today we're going to answer the question, should you buy bike parts off Facebook Marketplace? I'll be taking it to the skate park and putting it to the test.
Well, the video hasn't even started yet and I'm already on my way to the bike shop. Turns out that the wheel is not only a male axle, but a 15mm axle. Now, every bike in the whole world has 17 female axles, it seems like these days. So we're gonna go to the bike shop just to put the guy on.
Hopefully it doesn't fall off.
I mean, oh, look at that. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's not that bad.
It's better than my wheel. Dude, I mean, it totally doesn't look right. And that just doesn't look right. It's also super flat. I mean, let's compare here. We've got the full Odyssey hazard light with the Clutch V2 and the Path Pro tire. Beefy, solid, looks great. Now this guy, that's all sorts of screwed up. Pretty sure it's a single wall rim. 2 different leaks. So I got a pump to air up this tire, but it only goes up to 60 PSI, which is like nothing. Let's see what it's at right now. I'm gonna guess 25. Oh my God, 25. Doesn't even sound right when I pump it full of air. All right, we've got it maxed out at 60 PSI. That's roughly what I ride. I don't think it's gonna blow up. So obviously we're gonna start with the warm-ups, work our way. God, it's so windy. All right, first impressions, this wheel is so much lighter than my other one. No pegs, no hub guards. I'm pretty sure it's single wall, don't quote me on it. Bar spins and everything, it's just, you can notice a difference immediately. So far, it feels really good. The tire, for some reason, it's at 60 PSI, but I think it might have a leak in it already. So let's see how it reacts to nose tricks. Let's do some front end stuff. Fully convinced that it already has a flat or a small leak, but we'll deal with it for now. God, this wind, bro. Get a first wheel. Tire shit. Yeah, everything.
What's up, Grayson?
But the tire definitely has a slow leak, but if that's our only problem, we're sitting pretty. So far, this thing, it's holding up. I swear when I'm in that foot jam, I feel that whole flex though, but it's all right.
All right, so I'm filming this after the fact, but I'm plugging it in now because the more time I spent looking at that wheel, I swear to God, I knew what it was. So I'm doing a little bit of research here and I looked up 2 things. I thought I had that exact same wheel. I thought it came on a complete bike I bought like 7 years ago on a complete Verde. So I went ahead and I looked up the wheel and I found the Cinema 333, which is also printed on the other one. This one's clearly updated because it's been almost a decade since I've had that other one, and I can tell it's an old wheel. And it is a $90 wheel. So you can buy it on Cinema. It's the Cinema ZX V2 front wheel. I believe it would be this is the successor to the one I was riding today. I thought it was single wall, but it is pinned. So I do think I found the wheel. I found what I'm pretty sure are the tires, the Duo SVS in 22.25. They are $19 a piece. 90 plus, we're gonna round it. We're just gonna say 40. $130 new and updated. So I saved $110 on buying it on Marketplace, just slightly used. I mean, I won't know during the video because I did this after I left, but at least you guys will know what I'm actually riding.
I'm an idiot. I totally forgot I don't have front pegs.
We got a little hop in there.
Oh, it's hopping? Dude, at the shop it was perfect. So you work at a bike shop and I want you to give your honest opinion on this $20 wheel. The only thing I've done to it is put it on the bike and air it up to 60 PSI, which is max, by the way.
It's the max?
Yeah.
Well, start off your tire's not as strong then, because it can only go up to 60. And you run probably more than that. You got a pretty crappy bearing in there.
Is that sealed or not sealed, or?
I don't think so. And then the rim is obviously single wall. It's a cool color though. I definitely enjoy the color. It's already out of true and you only rode it for like an hour, so it's not the best. Oh, and it's got male axles in the front with a smaller nut going around it. It's just not near as strong, and they tend to come loose easier. Like with these lock nuts right here, they'll just come right loose after a couple sessions. So this will last you a good while, but if you're trying to get serious into riding, don't buy them.
Damn, dude, I literally was like, it's light and blue. That's all I had to say. I didn't know shit about it. Okay, but hear me out.
Weight reduction.
20 bucks.
20 bucks, it's a solid wheel.
That changes tone.
Like literally, I see kids come in all the time. They're like wanting to know what a good wheel is, and a decent single wall run is gonna cost them about 50, 60 bucks. So it's a pretty good steal. Not naming brands, any wheel around 180 bucks is decent. As long as it has a double wall rim and a sealed front hub, it's pretty good.
We're gonna see if it goes through this. You got the rundown from Mason. I'm about to send it down the biggest set in this whole park. I don't really know why, I can't put a finger on it, but that felt so weird. Going really fast, pulling up decently hard, doing a 1 bar on a wheel that, of course, yeah, is light. I thought I popped my tire when I landed. Maybe this wheel flexed, surely not, but that did not feel like my Odyssey wheel. And it's crazy how I can actually tell a difference. But hey, she still rolls, folks, can't be that bad. All right, so it's not exactly a beautiful day outside. It's like cold and cloudy. But hey, any day on your bike is a good day. So I've still got the wheel, and I figured, hey, I'm gonna try to put some pegs on that wheel if I have the right tools, and I'm gonna grind this rail, and we're gonna see how the axles hold up and really kind of give it more of a beating. All right, we've got them on, and I haven't rode a bike without hub guards in years. This looks so weird, but look how exposed and just tiny it is in there. We'll see how long these last. Should be fine. So I'm only gonna ride for like 10 minutes, do some tricks. We at least gotta put some pegs on it. And I changed shirts, by the way. Pick up your merch.
Oh my god, it's so nice having like a no pass. Oh, fuck you.
God.
Wait, so what happened to the other wheel again?
What are the odds? The $20 wheel is fine. It held up fine. I blew out my back wheel. I blew out what I described as a tank earlier in this video. Blew up some spokes, that's pretty normal, but my free coaster all of a sudden sounds like a cassette. Now, that's not too good. Ow! Did you stop that? Cut to the next scene.
Well, I was just saying how that day wasn't a nice day. That was a couple days ago. Now, it's really not a nice day. I had to go to the post office, ship out a bunch of orders in freezing rain. Stop ordering things, because then I gotta go out in the bad weather. Just kidding, keep ordering things. Anyway, my quick concluding thoughts on this wheel as a whole. So first category, we're gonna go by durability. Now this is, I think we determined a double wall rim, pinned design, and it's on their cheaper end. Mason said if you, instead of denting it like a normal rim, that pin design that's hard to see instead of a weld, it's just going to break in two instead of just kind of like dent. Durability is on the rim, not so good, you know, compared next to industry standards. And then we've got what I think is a sealed hub. It said it was sealed. It's just a thin male axle. And according to Mason, who knows a lot more about bikes than I do, apparently male axles are weaker than female axles. So overall, this is a fairly weak wheel. Durability, I'm gonna give it a, well, Walmart bike on 1, you know, the G Sport rib cage on 10, or whatever's the highest. I'm gonna give this wheel 4 out of 10. Design, I love the color. I like the nice little concave in the rim, as you can see, But like I said, the male axle, how everything you can see is just super exposed, and it looks pretty gross, honestly. The hub is one of the ugliest things I've seen in my entire life. So that's not so pretty, but I like the rim, hub not so much, and I'm gonna give this one a 5. We'll give it a 6 out of 10. This is a beautiful color. And I'm not even talking about the tire because I know nothing about it, and that is just a bonus. The fact that I got the tire and the tube along with the wheel all for $20, that's just a bonus, so we're leaving the tire out of it. And finally, value. For $20 to get this wheel. And we determined that this whole setup was around $100 new, and we got it for $20 in pretty good condition. So we saved a lot of money. It held up just fine. I may have added a little bit of a hop into it, but keep in mind, if you're buying this caliber of wheel, you're probably not gonna be doing 180 bars down sets or, you know, tail whips or anything like that. Now, we didn't ride that hard on it, to be honest, but I mean, I'd still put more beating on this wheel than someone who actually would be riding this would put on it themselves. So that doesn't make any sense, but I think you know what I mean. The higher skill level you are, the higher end bike is gonna require, because this would probably only last me maybe a month. But I've been on my Odyssey wheels for like almost 2 years. But yeah, I guess they're not holding up too well now. Anyway, but for value, I'm gonna give this thing a 10 out of 10. Well, if you're just getting into BMX, this wheel will be good enough for your first year, maybe even 2 years. Everybody progresses at different rates, and it depends on your riding style. You can save a lot of money if you ask thorough questions. Ask them questions. How hard has this been ridden? How long have you had it? What bike did it come from? Make sure before you buy it, which is something I didn't do, because to be honest, the original plan for this wheel was not this video. It's the next one that I'm making about it. But make sure, like, hey, what brand is this wheel? What model? Get the exact model, everything, so you can look it up. You can see the value. You can see everything. Okay, this is double wall. This isn't pinned, blah, blah, blah. You get to know everything. Do your due diligence. Just like with everything in life, thoroughly inspect the situations. Do your due diligence. Know what you're getting into. What wouldn't be a bad idea is not only inspecting all the spokes, just kind of, you know, going like this, making sure there are none missing. And if there's 1 spoke missing, 2 spokes missing, not that big of a deal on a used wheel, but I mean, if there's 5 or 6, you might ask for a couple bucks off. And maybe show up to the deal with your bike with the front wheel already taken off. So he hands you the wheel, you pull your bike out of your car, your truck, you throw it on your fork, you spin it, and you can see if it's true or if it's in bad shape. You can see if it has a hop or if it's in perfect shape. So for 20 bucks, I got a wheel in perfect shape, 10 out of 10 value. You can't beat it. And I think if you stick to one rule, if there's anything you've learned today about buying things on Marketplace or anything used in general, due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your research. If you're kind of on the fence, like, oh, what if I buy it and it ends up being not working or broken or not what I thought? Fear is just the absence of knowledge. If you understand exactly what you're getting into, you test it out, you felt it all out, and in that position, you are going to be able to either make a very confident purchase or swipe and go buy the next part. Consider checking out the merch. Click the link in the description to subscribe to my podcast. I've actually already filmed, edited, and have on YouTube the sponsor series, episode 1. Turn your video horizontal. You can bar spin? Holy shit, folks. I have goosebumps. That'll be going live tomorrow, so don't miss out on that. Anyway, happy hunting.